Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to share some of the negative aspects of staying at the Sandoz Caracol Eco Resort. But before I jump right into them, I just want to preface this by saying these are negative in my perspective and you may not find these a problem at all. I did want to share, not everything is sunshine and rainbows, so let's just jump right in and I'll share with you what I thought was a more negative aspect of staying at this resort.
A quick disclaimer, I need to say that I actually really enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed it so much, I did a video on all of the things I liked about the resort, so check that and my other videos from the resort out to get a better idea of what to expect. However, I do like to share the positives and the negatives of my vacations to paint an accurate representation of my experience. So, after much consideration, I came up with 4 things I didn't like about the resort. These are completely subjective based on my own travel style, and some of these specific items could be related to the current times we find ourselves in. If you like honest reviews, travel tips, and itineraries, don't forget to subscribe for more videos coming soon. And now, here are 4 things I didn't like about Sandoz Caracol.
The first thing I didn't really like about this resort was our room. I found our room to be very dated. The bathroom definitely needed some work. It looked like our shower had a lot of mold and mildew that was never cleaned up. And the bed was extremely hard. Like every time you turned over, you could hear springs and the bed frame was rocking. So that was the first thing I didn't really like about this resort. We did also see a few other rooms while we were here, and they were pretty much the same, though the other rooms we saw were a full category higher than the room that we had, so they were a little bit more refreshed and the decor was a little bit nicer.
Here you can see a more modernized room, and there were even nicer rooms in their family section. I didn't like that there was such a difference between the room qualities. We tried to switch rooms, but they were going to charge us substantially more for an upgrade or move us to the back of the resort. So we decided that although the Royal Elite room we had wasn't the greatest, we could live with it to have the convenience it provided. Not a deal breaker, but definitely not a fantastic experience.
The second thing I really didn't like about this resort was the food. I will say I don't even have very high standards when it comes to food. I'm always able to find something that I like and that I'll eat, but at this resort, the buffet was not so good. The snack bar was not very good at all, and just generally the food wasn't that great. If you ate at the a la carte restaurants, it was much better. We preferred Los Lirios and Riviera, and we ate at Riviera pretty much every day for breakfast and lunch once we knew that we could do that, and it was amazing. And I would definitely recommend it. If you have the Adults Select Club bracelet, go eat there because it makes a world of difference. But I just wouldn't really recommend this place if you're into food because it's not a foodie destination.
I want to clarify what I mean when I say I didn't like the food. There was always something to eat that was good, but overall the buffet and snack bar food quality weren't on par with similar resorts we'd been to in Mexico. It's not the worst food we've ever had, but it definitely wasn't the best. There are a lot of options though, and if you are adults going for an adult trip, it's definitely worth it to get the Select Club so you can have even more breakfast and lunch options. It's also possible that the food was only lacking due to the global situation right now with supply chain issues and shortages, so we wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. But when we were there, the food really didn't wow us, but we also didn't go hungry.
The third thing I really didn't like about this resort was that people were constantly eating in the activity pool. And they would just take the tables that go between the chairs and put them along the edge of the pool because there was a little area where there was about this much water, and they would set the table there, put their food on top of it, and eat. And you wouldn't think that's bad, but the kids were knocking the plates over, there was food floating around in the pool, soggy, yucky food, and that's not an experience that I want when I'm swimming, to have mushy food floating at me while I'm swimming in the pool. So I thought that was pretty gross, and I also didn't like that there was no rules about not eating in the pool, and if there were rules about it, people weren't enforcing them.
Here you can see the activity pool and the ledges where the tables are. It's located beside the snack bar, so at lunch the pool was full and plates and food were constantly getting knocked into the water. We avoided this side of the pool after that experience, but it happened throughout the week. Maybe when you go, people will eat outside of the pool and this won't be a problem for you. Otherwise, we had no problem with people using the tables for their drinks. And the fourth thing I didn't like about our experience was the check-in process. Well, I've officially been in line for over an hour to check in, so hopefully the rest of this goes a little bit faster, but there are still 4 parties in front of me, so not super impressed with the check-in process so far, but I'll let you know how the rest of it goes. Well, it wasn't great. Check-in actually took us over 1.5 hours. There were only 2 employees working at the desk. On the plus side, we were able to get drinks from the lobby bar while we waited, even though we didn't have our bracelets yet, and there were seats if you wanted to take turns sitting or standing. And that's it. Like I said earlier, this is a very short list, and I don't think any of these are enough to dissuade anyone from visiting, as the positives definitely outweighed the negatives. And for a closer look at some of the positive things, don't forget to check out my video 15 things I liked about Sandoz Caracol and our experience at the resort. So really, when you think about it, I don't even think that they're that big of a deal, but they were just things that I didn't personally enjoy while I was here. So I hope this video can be helpful for you if you're planning your own trip to Sandoz Caracol Eco Resort and wanted to get a balanced look at what a stay here is like. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.